And what's good, everybody? Welcome back here once again on this Saturday, watching Behind the Arc Basketball here as part of the play-by-play live streams as we got a good one going down for you guys here. For the last game I plan on streaming today, number 1 ranked Gonzaga at 6-0, taking on number 16, the Virginia Cavaliers at 4-1 so far this season. Should be a great one between these two teams. Complete polar opposites heading into this matchup. Gonzaga, number 3 in college basketball, averaging almost 95 points per game, going up against a top 5 defense for Virginia, only allowing about 54 points per game here this season to their opponents. This is the first ever legit opponent that Virginia is going to take on for the season, basically. They're 4-1. They lost by 1 point against San Francisco back on Black Friday. They did win against Kent State 71-64 at overtime, but the last game they crushed William and Mary 76-40. Gonzaga coming off a convincing victory a week ago over Iowa 99-88, and Jalen Suggs, man, looked the part. Looked like top 3 NBA draft pick here. He had 27 points, made 7 3-point shots, and then they won the back-to-back over this past week against Northwestern State, 95-57 and 95-78. What's good here, Coy? Welcome on the stream here. We got Jesse as well. Ian here. Going to be a good slow game, he predicts. That's what Virginia is going to see if they can try to do today, as Virginia is slow with the basketball. They're going to slow down their possessions to make sure that Gonzaga won't be able to rack up points in the board, and Gonzaga is going to think otherwise in this one. So athletic, they can run up the court, and they can beat you in transition, and if you don't get back to defend, watch out, because it's going to be a long game against Gonzaga here at this clip. Goody, what's good here for stopping the buys? Going to take Gonzaga 91-83. There we go Cavs for this one. Coy going to go Gonzaga. Ryan, what's good here, bud? We got Bradley back in here, the mod squad back, as well as we got Vaughn back out on the chat here. Raven, what's good here for stopping them by once again? Welcome back in. Going Zags by 12. Jason here is back in. Arku, welcome on the stream here, man. No problem, bud. Glad to have you on board whenever the chance comes out here. Yeah, I'm going to predict here Gonzaga by 14 in this one, so 78-64. Is my prediction. So I'm going a little bit less there. I think Gonzaga is going to be held to their lowest score through the day. They're taking on a top 5 defense, but still think that they're going to put up high 70s today against Virginia. A couple other scoreboard alerts. Northwestern. This team is legit. Northwestern at 6-1 just got the W over Ohio State. Welcome into the top 25, guys, to Northwestern there. Ohio State, bye-bye. They're going to get bounced out, it appears to be, at number 23. That's a crusher there for the Buckeyes. Wow, I would have never imagined that we're going to close out 2020 in Northwestern is going to lead the Big Ten with a record of 3-0, and Michigan State is 0-2. These are the things that you just do not see. Wow, I'm just shocked. I picked Northwestern to finish dead last, by the way, in the Big Ten. LSU in a tight one against Nichols. LSU up 86-80 to score in that game. And as far as the one that went down earlier, Louisville able to get the victory over Kentucky 62-59. And yeah, Kentucky just cracked under pressure. Last minute remaining there. Unfortunate for them. They start out 1-6. Probably not going to make it into the tournament unless something happens with a major turnaround or so. Houston got the victory over Central Florida. It was close, though. 63-54, close throughout. There we go, Jason. He's going to be back. He's going to cash in some Bitcoin. There we go, man. That is great. This will be a good game. I hope so, between these two teams. Jackson, welcome back in there once again. You see all these people at the Yum Center, super spreaders. Jason puts out Louisville fans aren't that smart. This game's on neutral court today between these two teams. Dickies Arena. The last time I covered a game that happened at Dickies Arena, there was no social distancing, fans all over and packed in the stands. That was a month ago when I covered Houston versus Texas Tech. And I've covered a couple of games this year where there's been packed fans in the stands. I'm trying to jog my memory when. It's involved Texas Tech twice. Yeah, so it was Texas Tech against Kansas. The stands were packed for that game, Texas Tech versus Kansas. But yeah, Louisville didn't have that much, like nothing compared to what Texas Tech had a couple weeks ago. Who they got for the first pick right now? I'm still going to stick with Cade Cunningham, but Jalen Suggs is up to number 2 right now for me. And if he keeps on playing like this, especially if there's a potential national championship awaiting for Gonzaga here if they keep on playing like this. I think that Jalen Suggs could possibly go up to number 1 over Cade Cunningham. The sad part's that Oklahoma State got banned from the tournament, so we can't see Cade Cunningham in the tournament unless they do win the appeal to ban, which hasn't happened yet. But Gonzaga has a great chance to, I think, run the entire table this year. What's good, Connor? Welcome onto the stream here, bud. I'm going to take Gonzaga in this one, 78-64 for my prediction over Virginia. Virginia has yet to play an actual, legit opponent so far this year. And this is only, by the way, their 6th game this season for Virginia. And they haven't played, well, this is game number 6, but a lot of their games that they played were really on in the season around November for Virginia. So they haven't played many games lately, just that one game against William and Mary, because they were on quarantine for quite a while. Landon here, as we welcome it in, is taking Gonzaga 85-70. Do I agree when Louisville gets Malik Williams and Charles Midland back? Will be a whole lot better. Yes, I agree with that. I do agree with that. So Louisville without them looks good, and they're going to be even more dangerous with those two when they get them there. Looking at the starting 5 for this one, as we're about to get ready to tip off, Jalen Suggs, Drew Timme, Joel Ayayi, Anton Watson, Corey Kispert for Gonzaga, going up against Kie Clark, Reese Beekman, Jay Huff, Tomas Wonantunsai, Sam Hauser for the Virginia Cavaliers out in this one. As we get ready to tip off this game here, everybody, really appreciate all for stopping on by here on this beautiful Saturday outside. Happy holidays to you guys on well. Thoughts about Kansas now? They've so improved, Connor. Compared to when I saw them 3 weeks ago, man, have they improved. So yeah, I've got Kansas. I've got them as a top 8 team now for Kansas. Right baseline, it's going to be Virginia as they control the tip and they turn it over. So bad start by Virginia as they lack turnovers this season. They were only coming into this game with about 8 turnovers per game, and they just turned over the basketball the first 20 seconds through. So now Gonzaga with their first possession. Watch out, backdoor cut, and that's an easy layup for 2 there by Anton Watson right behind the defense. So on the board first here for Gonzaga. What's good, Chris? Appreciate Bud for stopping by. He's a big Tony Bennett fan, so he's going Virginia in this one. Happy holidays to you, Bud. Virginia has it. Wonantunsai puts it back out to the left wing to Clark. Clark now dribbles left baseline. Bounce pass into traffic, and that is turnover number 2. Gonzaga here can defend as well as they get the steal on the key. Suggs going to move it back out to the top. Kispert takes the 3. Wide open. Hits it. Ouch. Virginia already down 5-zip with a team that cannot score a ton of points. And this is just 1 minute through so far. Cavaliers have it. Top of the key. Into the hands of Huff. Moves it out. Ball deflected. Stolen away by Suggs. 3 possessions. 3 turnovers. Suggs going to take it in. Blocked from behind. Offensive rebound. Gonzaga gets it back, and that's going to be a foul committed from behind by Jay Huff as the clock will stop with 18:43. College football news looks like for Jackson here. Dereke King going to stay one last year in Miami, it looks like. My schedule for this week coming up. On Monday, it's going to be a special live stream here. The members and the members live stream I plan on doing with members. I know mods can be in the chat as well. It's going to be a first ever special live stream. So it's Monday Night Football on Monday. Patriots against Bills there for the special member stream. First free throw good at the line by Corey. By right there, that is good. Second shot, that is good as well. That's Drew Timme. Hit that one down. So Drew Timme. Perfect 2 for 2 that trip. 7-zip to score. Yikes. 3 turnovers, first 3 possessions for Virginia. 1.5 minutes through. And then Tuesday, plan on covering NBA. It's going to be Heat versus Bucks since that's the national game on TNT. Wednesday, I believe it's going to be college on Wednesday. One of those games is Michigan against Maryland in there. I think Pac-12's on Thursday. I think that's actually Thursday. Michigan, Maryland, and then Colorado, USC probably. For Pac-12. There's games on Wednesday. It's Arkansas Auburn on Wednesday. For some reason, they put on the I don't get the SEC network because that's not in my provider. But for some reason, ESPN decides to put on Tennessee, Missouri on the SEC network instead of instead of Vanderbilt versus Florida, they put on ESPN. Gonzaga missed the jumper. Virginia gets the rebound. They take a three, no good, and Gonzaga just right there underneath the rim, and they get the rebound. 2 minutes through so far, 7-3 the score. Gonzaga has it. Suggs at the right wing. Moves it back to the right corner perimeter. What's the biggest game this year? It should have been Baylor-Gonzaga, the game that got canceled. Maybe we'll see that for the national championship. We'll see. But it's been, I feel like Baylor-Iowa has been like one of the biggest games so far. I mean, Gonzaga-Iowa. Yeah, Gonzaga-Iowa last week. Gonzaga gets fouled again. They're going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 more, this time with Kispert. Do I think Gonzaga to the Pac-12 is realistic? Yes, I think that's definitely realistic there. They don't have a football program, and they would just need to move for their basketball program to be a member of the Pac-12. It would make sense because they play against teams that's around their area. Washington, Washington State. It bring up, because Oregon's really good in basketball, bring up a good rivalry as far as teams that's usually consistently good with Oregon, Arizona there. I think that's definitely the best fit for sure is the Pac-12. 1 for 2 that trip at the line by Gonzaga, rebound Virginia. Any special way to sign up as a member? It's on the PC. I think you can do it if you're on a computer. I know some people have a hard time finding it if it's on mobile, but it's on my homepage for Behind the Arc Basketball. It's on the home section, and it's called Join. If you hit the join, there's a thing for the membership there. Thanks so much for supporting the channel, everybody. I appreciate it all. Virginia has a lot of trouble in the key. Bounce pass, and the ball gets stolen away. Gonzaga on the ground dives for it as they are going to force the tie-up possession arrow to Gonzaga there. Hustle play by Andrew Nembhard at the right elbow as he laid out for that basketball underneath Kie Clark. The Pac-13. Yeah, my biggest shocker is Washington State right now has looked pretty good. They haven't played like any legitimate opponents, though, so far, but they start out undefeated. Top of the key 3, Kispert, he sinks it. Oh, man, dude, they get space and they take it. Against the top 5 defense that allows around 55 per game to their opponents, Gonzaga, 3 minutes through, has already got 11. 11-3 the score, Virginia basketball. At the left wing, into the hands of Trey Murphy. Passes over top of the key. They're going to hand it now into the hands of Beekman, back outside to Murphy. Murphy back outside once again. Kie Clark moves it over. Murphy going to take the 3, hit the rim short, tipped up, rebound Gonzaga here. Bulldogs for the basketball, 16-20 left to go. Moves it out to Kispert, hands it off to Ayayi here. Top of the key, pass inside over to Watson. Watson has it here at the right elbow, circles around to the free throw circle, spin move. Passes back out to the left wing. Ayayi has it. 14 on the shot clock. Dribbles towards his right. Ball gets kicked out of bounds by Virginia. And the clock will stop with 16:04. Yeah, parity this year is at its highest in college basketball. What's good, Behind the Arc fan? Welcome in here, bud, for stopping on by. Northwestern started out 3-0 in the Big Ten. Massive shock. I thought that Ohio State would have had that one. Yeah, sorry to hear that sports expert, man. He's a Buckeyes fan, and, man, I'm just totally shocked. I predicted Northwestern would finish last this year in the Big Ten. Oh, my, was I wrong. 3-point shot missed by Gonzaga. Rebound, Virginia. 15:35 left to go. Hauser had it, almost lost control of it. Watch out, Jalen Suggs tried to dive out and get that, but Hauser able to control it. Takes the jumper, no good, rattled out, rebound Gonzaga. Pass up the court to Suggs. Kispert, back outside to Watson. Puts the ball now into the hands of Suggs at the top of the key. Suggs back over to Kispert at the right wing. 15:15 left to go. Suggs over to Nembhard, takes a deep 2. It's up, got it. Splash right there, knocks it down over Trey Murphy. Andrew Nembhard transfers from Florida to Gonzaga, elects not to go to the NBA draft, and man, has he really improved his shooting so far this season, being a great backup bench point to Jalen Suggs. Virginia left baseline dribble, going to go over the reverse-handed layup. That one's good for 2. 13-5 to score, 14:50 left to go. Catch and shoot 3, left corner, knocks it down by Kispert. He is just red hot from the floor right now. What a stroke there by Corey Kispert. 11-point Gonzaga lead, and this is going to be difficult for Virginia to come back. And this is not a strong offensive team. Virginia, 3-point shot, top of the key. Nope. And it's off the mark by Sam Hauser. Rebound Gonzaga. They move it back outside to Kispert. Kispert at the left wing, pass over to Suggs now. He turns the corner, takes the dribble. It's over to Nembhard actually at the free throw circle. As he put that one up, and that one's going to be good for 2. Nembhard hits it, 18-5, timeout taken by Tony Bennett, and what a mess so far by Virginia in this game. Ouch. This is just so tough to handle. I was saying earlier today in my first stream, I was not sold on Virginia being at 16. Just not sold about that. I think that was way too high, and they haven't played a legit opponent this season. And yeah, right now it's showing here. Right out of the gate, it's 18-5. Ouch. This is at a neutral court. So this is at Dickies Arena in Texas. Fort Worth, Texas for this one. Yeah, hopefully Ohio State sports expert puts back and bounce back against Nebraska. Yeah, I totally agree with that. They should definitely do that. Kansas 6, the worst Power 6 team. Agree with that, Vaughn. Washington, though. Washington Huskies is right up there with them. Straight up blowout, straight from the start. $18-5 to score, and Corey Kispert looking really solid so far. He's got 10 points in this game. Anton Watson with 2, Drew Timme with 2, Nembhard off the bench with 4, Jalen Suggs with 2 assists. Yes, I plan on doing March Madness game. That's one thing for sure. Yeah, I agree with that, Ryan. Michigan, I feel like so underrated right now. But he puts out, wants to see Michigan against a great team. They have a deep, experienced, high IQ team. I agree. A lot of people are sleeping on Michigan. Why they've been ranked so low in the rankings. Northwestern, where would I rank them at? 6-1. I'd probably go around the 20 zone for Northwestern. But I want to see another Kansas versus Gonzaga game. I would, Connor, because Kansas has really improved since that opening game that they lost. They've won every single one right after that. Kansas has improved a ton this season. Jalen Wilson has just came out of nowhere and just has been able to hit some big-time shots. Man, is the SEC weak this year or what? LSU barely squeaking out a victory over Nichols, 86-80. They got 3 players in LSU that withdrew from the NBA draft to come back to the Tigers, and yeah, it seems like they still don't have a defense there for LSU. Ouch. Illinois, not a good start for them either. It's Indiana up against Illinois 5-1. High percentage has been like that all season long. Gonzaga perfect in their last 3 shots from the floor as they are 6 for 9 shooting in this one. If anybody's interested, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. Also got Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships. You can find that at the home section, hitting the join button if anybody's interested. I got 2 cool perks, 2 low prices. The first one for $1.99 US dollar rate per month is a special shout out at the end of my live streams. And the other one for $4.99 per month is special live streams at least once per month is the special live streams, and that is me calling play-by-play of a non-basketball related sport at least once per month. So it could be an NFL game, or maybe like a NASCAR race, Major League Baseball game, or an Olympic sport when the Olympics come on. And I plan on covering on Monday Night Football, Patriots going up against the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, Virginia right now in a lot of trouble. They don't have firepower in this team offensively, and they're already down by double digits in the first 6 minutes. It's going to be Virginia basketball. They got it at the right wing, top of the key, passing it around the perimeter over to Sam Hauser. Hauser passes back to Clark, over to Murphy, and they just don't have a scoring punch here offensively this season. Hauser, turnaround jumper, rolls around, and he got it a fall. That's going to count for 2, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 1. What team's the worst in Division I? I would go with Mississippi Valley State or Chicago State. So yeah, those 2 teams probably the worst in Division I. If Minnesota played against Gonzaga, how close would I be since Minnesota beat Iowa? The thing is, Minnesota as well doesn't have a defense. Iowa doesn't either. In Minnesota, yeah, Minnesota beat St. Louis too. I would probably go, yeah, Gonzaga still by double digits, probably by 12 though. Like something like 100-88. Gonzaga missed a shot. Virginia gets the rebound as they're going to go spin move inside, and Jay Huff puts it up in the post. That's good for 2. 18-10 to score. 13-15 left to go. Free throw circle. Gonzaga has it. Moves it back out to the hands of Suggs. Dribbles at the top of the key. Drives inside. Jalen Suggs with the right hand. Gets blocked from behind by Huff, though. Jay Huff had a block fest last season in that grinded out game against Duke. Virginia now with the ball at the left baseline. Drives inside. Murphy puts it up, and he gets to the fall for 2. So Cavaliers in a little bit of a run here in the past minute. They've been able to slow down the ball and get some good quality looks at the bucket. 7-zip run last minute here by Virginia. Suggs, top of the key, double team. Moves it out right corner. Catch and shoot 3. Too good. Corey Kispert sinks it, and he has got 13 points in this one. And we're not even halfway through the first half. 21-12. Do I watch Cobra Kai? I actually do not. 12:25 left to go. Top of the key. Kie Clark drives inside. We get a whistle and a fall called. It's going to be picked up. It's on Gonzaga by Jalen Suggs, so he picks up his first in the reach-in. Yeah, that's so odd. They put the game on Amazon Prime, so like nobody has that. RWW, welcome in here, man. Oh yeah, lobster roll sounds good. I actually had a lobster roll for lunch this week. I took to work. I'm up in Massachusetts though, so we have those sold at stores all over the place. Lobsters all over the place. Wherever you go, the Route 1 stretch in Maine, when you go down there, York, Kittery, Algonquin, oh man, there's lobster places all over. 12:22 left to go, first half in this one. Another inbounding fall. It's going to be picked up by Aaron Cook of Gonzaga. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jason. Terrible year. So sorry for the passing of the pet. Power went out for 5 hours, and oh geez, somebody outside the AT&T building in that. Yep. Oh geez, that was a shame. 21-12 the score. Send my thoughts out to the people out in Nashville right there. All right, won't mention that anymore. As they turn the corner, pass inside. Timmy moves it back out. Kispert. Oh, beautiful ball perimeter movement all over the map. Cook. Dish out right corner. 3 ball. Taken. No good by Ayai. It gets rebounded back over to Virginia here. 11:50 left to go. Snowing here in Buffalo. That's crazy, dude. We got 65-degree temperatures over here yesterday, and now we're down to 30 today. Virginia floats it up too high off the glass. They missed it there by 1 and Tunside. Rebound Gonzaga. Pass over right corner Ayai. Moves it into the key here. Timmy has his. He is guarded by Tough. Pass back outside into the hands of Kispert. Kispert at the right wing. Over to the top here with Cook. Back outside to Ayai. Moves it over left baseline. As Gonzaga has the basketball. Backs their way. Timmy guarded by Huff, and he's able to get in there somehow. Puts it up and in for 2 off the backboard. Count the bucket and the foul. So 1 shot coming up at the line right after the timeout here. As the foul is picked up by Jay Huff of Virginia, and Gonzaga by 11. Alright, timeout on the court here, folks. And yeah, 6 inches of snow where Jason was. Yeah, I heard a lot of people on in Kentucky lost power. Yeah, same with me, Ryan. All of our snow is gone. We got like a foot of snow like a week and a half ago, and then on Christmas we got 65-degree temperatures and a massive wind and rainstorm, and all of it melted away. Yeah, this game is on CBS, by the way. 5 more days until the year is over. That is correct. Is it possible that Gonzaga could play Baylor? Because that would be insane. I believe yes, and that would be the national championship if that happens there behind the arc fan. Because they still haven't scheduled that game out for Gonzaga versus Baylor, so it's still postponed. Not sure if it's gonna happen because conference play begins next week for basically everybody. At least some of the teams already begun conference play a little bit earlier this year, but probably you're looking at that for the championship. Yeah, Northwestern beat Ohio State. Welcome in AK-16 here. Yeah, Northwestern's gonna be ranked 6-1. They will be ranked. And this next week, it's supposed to snow out in Buffalo. 3 out of the 7 days there for Raptor. Wow. Indiana, Illinois. That game's tied up at 9 currently. Northwestern, legit 3-0 in the toughest conference in the Big Ten. How about a shocker this year? I can't believe it. I did not expect that at all. This Northwestern team barely did anything from last season, and they retained the same starting five, I think. And wow, have they taken a jump. So on this timeout, Corey Kispert, he has been a star right off the bat in this game, getting open, knocking down shots left and right. 4 for 5 from the perimeter. He's got 13 points. And Virginia with the turnovers early. They had 3 turnovers, first 3 possessions, really put them in the hole. And they've been down by either like around 9 points or around 11, which they are now. Yeah, Jackson puts out Texas probably gonna, they're gonna move up this week. Should be able to move up over Iowa and West Virginia for this week. So probably, 9 or 8 for this week. Purdue's next game, let's see here. Purdue basketball. Purdue won against Maryland. Their next game's on Tuesday against Rutgers at 7 o'clock. Big game for Purdue. It's out. It's on the road at Rutgers, though. Rutgers is really good at home. Jesse loves Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan, the man. He got to call the Patriots-Chargers game a few weeks ago. He's a great play-by-play guy. He does all the Monday night games on the radio. CBS is better than Fox. CBS is Kevin Harlan. Fox is Joe Buck. Yeah, Joe Buck with the energy. Just some of the greatest plays in the history of sports. It's just Joe Buck had to be the one on the call for those. As we get back to action, one shot at the free throw line by Drew Timme as he got followed by Jay Huff, and he just made the and one. 24-12, Gonzaga perfect basketball with 0 turnovers. Virginia with 5. It's led to Gonzaga with 10 points off of turnovers. Virginia open 3, they take it, and Tomas Winantansai hits it. 24-15. 10:50 left to go first half. Gonzaga at the right wing. Aaron Cook now with the basketball. Pass over to the top. Timme. Bounce pass, but they turn it over for the first time right there. Ball gets deflected. Virginia now drives, and the shot gets blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. They will say a personal picked up, though, by Corey Kispert. So late whistle here. Looks like Corey Kispert picks up the personal foul. He's going to send Virginia to shoot 2 at the line. Which team can make a Cinderella run? March Madness this year. I'd probably take either St. Louis or Western Kentucky out of that group. I think St. Louis did lose to Minnesota, but still, I think they got a deep team for St. Louis, and they got a lot of upperclassmen on that team, and they are just physically tough. So I think they have the chance to possibly make a deep run. And Western Kentucky is when they get healthy, they can do some damage. First free throw, it was good at the line by Trey Murphy. Second one, he missed it off the mark. Rebound Gonzaga. 10.5 left to go. Caliguro, welcome here for stopping him by. 64 degrees. Sounds like a beautiful day indeed out there in Denver. Nembhard leaves it open underneath for Timme. Puts it up and in right there for 2 off the backboard. 10-point game. Yeah, imagine me calling games on CBS here. Gus Johnson was the man when he used to call the tournament games. He's my favorite announcer, by the way, but now he works for Fox, so he still calls college games. Virginia drives inside, and Kie Clark pushes off underneath the hoop. It's an offensive foul by Virginia. So he pushed right off on Cook, and Gonzaga will get the basketball back. How did I feel about Minnesota? They should definitely be ranked this week, and they are stacked in their backcourt for Minnesota. They got really good guards on their team, and they were a sleeper of mine in the preseason for this year for the Big Ten. Gonzaga going to float it up mid-range in the key. They're going to count the bucket, and the foul is Andrew Nembhard having himself quite the game so far. 28-16. He's going to shoot 1 at the line, and he's a perfect 3 for 3 with 6 points. Welcoming Brady out onto the stream here, man. Ryan needs DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray to combine for at least 90 points to come back thanks to Alvin Kamara. Ooh. Illy Gilly, what's good here, man? Glad to have you in the channel once again. 9:57 left to go. Gonzaga right off the bat just has controlled this game straight from the start. And one coming up at the line. Nembhard knocks it down. 13-point Gonzaga lead halfway through this second half. And Gonzaga already 29 points. And we're just halfway through the first half against a top 5 defense right now in college basketball. Virginia moves it around the perimeter. Kie Clark, top of the key, pass over to Hauser. Takes the jumper off the spin move at the free throw circle, no good. And Jalen Suggs comes up with the rebounds. Gonzaga now has a Cook. Weaves in between defenders. Nice move right there by Aaron Cook, as that is good for 2. 31-16 Gonzaga. 55,000 people watching this NFL game on Twitch. That's insane. Yeah, nobody has Amazon Prime. So, like, people are trying to find out, like, where in the world do you get that from? Like, I have no clue. Why do you put a game on Amazon Prime? If you don't have it, you don't have it. People aren't going to go out and buy it for once or so. Gonzaga gets the rebound off another miss by Virginia. Top of the key. Timmy going to take the 3 straight away. Missed it. Rebound goes right back to Virginia now with 8:55 left to go. Cavaliers with the basketball. Clark moves it back out right wing. Into the hands of Wilden Tunsai. Slides over left wing to Hauser here. Sam Hauser guarded by Nembhard. Pass over to the left wing. Into the hands of Beekman. Back out to the top. They're going to take a 3 straight away. Hauser no good off the mark. Back over to Gonzaga off the rebounds. 8.5 left to go. Gonzaga making the last 4 out of 5 shot attempts from the floor. Whistle foul picked up, and it's going to be a turnover by Aaron Cook with the basketball. Refs will say. So the ball will go back over to the Cavaliers once again. Yeah, Cook here. Yeah, Cook picked up the dribble. So Virginia going to have it back. 8:25 left to go. Big burst of speed, drive inside. Oh, they should have just laid that up and in. Why go outside? And they missed the corner 3 anyway. Poor decision there by Kie Clark. He had a lane to make the open layup. Gonzaga drives inside. There's contact and a foul. It's going to be by Wilden Tunsai for Virginia. He picks up his first personal. Yeah, terrific game plan indeed right now, Raven. Right off the bat. Gonzaga's been able to control this one from the start, and they're gonna go back to the line to shoot 2. Or it's gonna be an inbound. So the foul was before the shot. So they say foul before the shot this time. Virginia just picked up their 6th personal. Gonzaga gets the inbound spin move. Suggs puts it up, no good off the back rim. Rebound by the Cavaliers goes into the hands of Shredrick. Caden Shredrick, the freshman. Moves it out to the top to Casey Marcel. They got quite a bit of young players on here on the court for Virginia. Over to Kie Clark, more experience. Played on the championship team from 2 years ago. Pass, though, gets intercepted in the key by Gonzaga. And Ayai gets the ball up the court. Moves it back over to Timmy. Hands it off now. Suggs pass inside to Timmy. And that will be a blocking foul. So Drew Timmy finds his way right back to the free throw line. Foul number 7 picked up by the Cavaliers. And that will be Gonzaga now in the bonus. Yeah, Raptor puts out NFL trying to any way to get 6-year-olds to watch them. They got the playoff games over on Nickelodeon. I saw they're doing it on Freeform. They got for the playoff games too. Like out of nowhere, Freeform gets to be part of the NFL scene. I like the things that the NFL have done, putting like the game on like multiple ways that you can see it or so, but when you put it on only one that you limit it to, that nobody has, like Amazon Prime, that nobody has access to watch that game, like I don't get that at all. But if you have it, like say if you had it on like CBS and like NFL Network or like Fox or NFL Network and also Amazon Prime, yeah, totally agree with that, how you do the Thursday night games, but it makes 0 sense to just put this game alone. That you have to have an Amazon Prime subscription to get it. By the way, Buccaneers just completely destroyed the Lions today, 47-7. Yeah, talk about a bad year, Vegas, to put these games on Nickelodeon when you got no fans in the stands, so the crowd noise isn't even going to block out something if uh if they do that. Yeah, Raven puts out whose defense can challenge Gonzaga. I think probably the best bet's going to be Baylor there because in order to compete against Gonzaga, definitely need a defense. And yeah, Virginia right now it does not look good because they just don't have an offense for Virginia. Like they don't have like an explosive offense. You need a team that can hit shots like Baylor can from the perimeter with multiple players, and they got a deep team as well, and they can play defense also. So I feel like Baylor's going to be the best bet to take on Gonzaga because Baylor can put up points and they can defend. And those are the two things. I think there's other teams that might be able to give them a matchup though in the tournament if they get matched up with them. Right now I got my Final Four as Gonzaga, Baylor, Wisconsin, and Texas. Wisconsin is good on both sides of the ball too. They're once again great defensively for Wisconsin. They can hit shots too, and they got experience. I think they got 6 seniors for Wisconsin. So 7:34 left to go, 31-16 currently. Looks like Vaughn's got George Kittle playing now in fantasy. Free throws coming up for Gonzaga. First one's good. Here's Drew Timme shooting 2 at the line. Part of an 8-zip run by Gonzaga. And second free throw, no good. Timme missed it. Rebound goes back to Virginia. Sam Hauser puts the ball now into the hands of Clark. It's part of a Virginia scoring drought of over 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Virginia has it. Casey Morsell, right wing perimeter. He dribbles towards the top, guarded by Nembhard, and Morsell travels with the basketball. Yeah, this just been a problem for Casey Morsell here. He just hasn't been able to break out this season. And yeah, he was a top 40 recruit out of the freshman class from last year. So now a sophomore from Morsell, 4-star recruit, and just hasn't been able to take the leap just yet. Gonzaga gonna take a 3, got that space from the outside, and Corey Kispert, he came to play today, and he came to drain everything, knocks down the triple. 11-zip run, and Corey Kispert already with 16. 6:50 left to go. And Gonzaga is about 20, yeah, they're about 20 points shy of what Virginia has allowed to their opponents on average this season. Cavaliers take a 3, hit the rim short, rebound to Gonzaga here. Virginia, right now, based on this score, they're not looking like they're going to be in the top 25 come tomorrow. If this game's a blowout. I had said it earlier that if Gonzaga dismantles them by like 25-30, yeah, they're not going to be in the top 25. They'd have to keep it close to be there. And right now, they're not a top 25 team at all. Gonzaga gets an offensive rebound into the hands of Nembhard. Dish underneath over to Timme, and Timme once again will get fouled. Reese Beekman picks up the personal, and Gonzaga back to the line. Your NFL games on TNT. Vegas puts out. Yeah, because TNT now is with CBS, True TV, TBS, that whole package under Turner Sports. I agree that they should do some of that too. That'd be funny if they put sports games on PBS, because you don't need cable to get PBS. That's another one of those channels, just kind of like Nickelodeon that I grew up watching when I was like 5-6 years old. Raptor here needs Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller to do good tonight for the Raiders, looks like. And glad to have you join me today, Raptor. And I'll see you in the next stream, bud. Enjoy the rest of your day. And happy holidays out to you, man. First free throw was no good. Timme missed it. Second one was good. 36-16. Yeah, I did not expect this at all, Raven, as well. I predicted Gonzaga would win by 14, but no, not from the start. I didn't think they'd be up by 20. With still 6 minutes left to go. Virginia drives inside, and they're going to get the layup. That's good for 2 by Kihei Clark. 36-18. Gonzaga in the post, floats it up, and that shot will be good for 2 as well by Drew Timme. So Drew Timme also in double figures. Kispert with 16, Timme with 11, and Jalen Suggs, they got 38 on the board, and Suggs has got 0 points but has 6 assists. Virginia at the top. Passes over to the left wing to Clark. He'll take the 3, and Kie Clark knocks it down. Vaughn sat Big Ben Jared Goff this week. And he was surprised which quarterback he is playing this week, it looks like. Yeah, I'm very surprised. So you have a third quarterback. You reckon Gonzaga can go undefeated? I think they can. I think they can run the table. Best matchup, I feel like, is Baylor. And I think we're going to... that game that got canceled 2 weeks ago against Baylor, I think very well that's going to be the national title game. That will have a nice treat in 2021. Floater, no good there by Virginia. And the key rebound, Gonzaga. Gonzaga now with the ball. Ayai moves it over right baseline. Pro hop, Kispert. Oh, man, he is just tearing up this Virginia defense. Able to get around him inside the post and lay it up with a left hand. That's good for 2. 4:30 left to go. Virginia at the right corner. It's into the hands of Trey Murphy. Moves it back outside. Back over to Trey Murphy. Takes the 3 straight away, and he hits it. 40-24. Gonzaga is looking to put up 50 plus here. They're looking to put up. They still need 15 to get to Virginia. Is Virginia's average of what they're allowing to their opponents this season. Virginia came into this game 5th in the nation defensively. 40-24 with 4 minutes left to go. Bounce pass top of the key. Kispert moves it back outside to Nembhard. 6 in the shot clock. Nembhard dribbles at the free throw circle. Bounce pass over to Timme. Backs his way. He's going to go turnaround jumper off the back iron. No. And rebound Virginia. If they do Baylor Gonzaga, team has to lose. Yeah, Baylor would probably have at least 1 loss before that game because Baylor plays in the Big 12 and that's really competitive. They're going to play, they play against Kansas, West Virginia, Texas Tech. So, yeah, there's going to be teams that's going to beat Baylor, but Baylor's probably going to go into the tournament with probably 2-3 losses or so, still going to be on the 1 line, most likely. Gonzaga passed underneath, shot fake, Timme able to get around the defender, and that's an easy 2 up and in off the glass. Just got beat right there defensively by Virginia. Not able to get any help inside. Timeout taken on the floor, and this is just an absolute beatdown right here, 42-24. Yeah, there's been no signs of slowing down the basketball for Virginia, and they haven't been able to do that from the start. That's the only way I said in this game that Virginia will be able to keep it close. They'd have to slow down the ball, and yeah, no. Not from the start. When you start out with 3 turnovers, first 3 possessions, yeah, you dug yourself into a big hole. And with the offense that they have that's not really explosive here for Virginia this season, it's been tough to come by. It's just been a bad matchup for a team that gets down like this. Yeah, I agree there, Vegas. This team right here can definitely go undefeated this year for Gonzaga. I'm really interested. Let's see. Who's the top 5 defenses right now in college? I'm going to see if I can dig into that. See if I can get that up right now on the timeout. Lots of good games for college basketball indeed here, man. Jason ain't buying it, though. Going 40-0 this year. Well, yeah, 40 games for a pandemic year. That's out of the question. Jacob, what's good, man, for stopping them by? Indeed, dude. Timme and Kispert are absolute fire. Jalen Suggs hasn't even got on the board. He's got 6 assists in this game, and it talks about 42 points without Suggs, who dropped down 27 against Iowa. Talks about how many weapons they have. They're just so deep from top to bottom. Okay, so yeah, Virginia came into this game a top 5 defense. Let's see. Yeah, Big 12 is... those 3 should definitely be at the top. Baylor, Kansas, and Texas. All 3 of those. Kansas has really improved. According to this, through yesterday, Ole Miss has got the #1 defense. Ooh, Tennessee. Sometime I've been forgetting Tennessee a little bit, and Tennessee's got they're tied with Ole Miss with their defense this season. But yeah, Ole Miss hasn't played anybody good. They also lost to Dayton too. But both of these teams, Ole Miss and Tennessee, they're allowing their opponents to just over 52 points per game. So yeah, Tennessee, we'll know more about Tennessee when they take on Missouri on Wednesday. Because Tennessee's top 10 right now, and man, they're just crushing their opponents. Last couple of games, Tennessee 79-38 over Appalachian State, 103-49 over Tennessee Tech, beat St. Joseph's 102-66. Last game able to win. It was tighter than what I thought against South Carolina Upstate 80-60, but Tennessee right now is tied with the #1 defense in all college basketball. Okay, 3 minutes left to go. It's going to be Virginia ball. They move it out to the right corner perimeter. Bounce pass to Clark here, top of the key. Moves it over to Justin McCoy at the left wing as he's into the game. First time today, pass over to Sam Hauser as he turns the corner at the free throw circle. Back outside, McCoy shovels it out to Beekman, and they will get called for the turnover by Reese Beekman. So that is turnover number 9. They're already over their turnover average this season. That has resulted in 17 points off of turnovers in this game by Gonzaga. You got to basically play perfect basketball if you go up against Gonzaga, and Virginia has been far from that today. So Gonzaga ball now into the hands of Timmy. He backs his way right into the post. Timmy puts it up off the turnaround. That's good for 2. Drew Timmy, too good. You see, he's got 15 points. Kispert with 18, the leading scorer. 2:20 left to go. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate all for stopping on by here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Virginia at the left wing perimeter. Dribbles free throw circle. Moves it out to the right corner. Gonna shoot the 3. That one's up. No good, off the back of the backboard. And that's gonna be over the backboard, out of bounds. So Gonzaga gonna have it back. Yep, Devin Booker, Tyler Ulis. That stacked team that they had with Kentucky went 38-1. There's a couple tough matchups in there but I still think that Gonzaga here is gonna just run the table this season. They look so good. No good by Timmy into the post, and Cook couldn't get it either, as Virginia's gonna get the rebounds. Yeah, it won't be 40-0 because this year in the pandemic year, I don't think they're gonna play close to 40 games on the schedule. The non-conference schedule is a lot smaller than what it usually is for this season. Jumper good for 2 there by Kie Clark at the right elbow. Back to 18. Final minute and a half left to go here before halftime. At the free throw circle, bounce past Timmy, taking on his man into the post, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Drew Timmy picks up the elbow right there. It gets called for. And Virginia going to have it back. Yeah, I agree, Landon. It seems like the conference for the WCC, some of the teams that have that's been recently, they've been really on the upswing, trying to get more competitive against Gonzaga or so. BYU, San Francisco, Santa Clara's off to a pretty decent start this season too. Jumper taking Virginia up for 2. That's good. St. Mary's is usually at the top of that conference every single year as well. St. Mary's usually 2nd or 3rd. Gonzaga with a Yai. He dribbles free throw circle. Pass outside to Cook. Cook here at the top of the key. 40 seconds left to go. 16-point lead. Cook moves it back over to Nembhard. Nembhard back out to Ayai. Shot fake. Joel Ayai able to create space. Takes the jumper. No good. Rebound back to Virginia. 30 seconds left to go. And Gonzaga actually in a scoring drought here the past 2 minutes. Virginia going to take it up past half court. Kie Clark has scored the last 9 out of 12 points here for Virginia as they're looking to have the final possession before halftime, seeing if they can bring in a little bit of motivation here before half. 12 seconds left to go. At the right wing. Drives inside. And Clark almost lost it, but able to pass it back outside straight away. 3, Murphy, and he takes it, he sinks it. It's a little bit of motivation right there for Virginia to cut it down to 13 at halftime as the halftime sounder horn sounds and we go into here. It's 44-31. This was a 20-point game and Virginia ends it on a 7-0 run. Those turnovers are really costly for Virginia. If they didn't have that, it would be much tighter going into halftime. But 44-31 at the end of one in this game. If you guys are new to my stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. This is moving by fast so far today on Behind the Arc Basketball. It's led to 5 steals in that first half by Gonzaga. Virginia turned it over 9 total times. Gonzaga with 3 turnovers, and that's been a huge difference. Oh, Raven puts out here, Drew Timmy has family watching. That makes a difference to have a crowd. I agree right there. That's huge that they came out to Texas. Ooh, worst team to win the tournament in history. That's a good question, Behind the Arc fan. I feel like I think there was a UConn team that won. They made it all the way, and I think that was the one with Kemba that he was on, and they looked like they were supposed to get eliminated from the tournament. They just did not have a great regular season. And then they just completely turned it around. And they won the national title. Oh yeah, that year they went 9-9. They won the title as the 9 seed. Jeez. So that was 2011, man. Yeah, WCC's good. Santa Clara at 6-1, BYU 9-2, San Francisco 6-40, beat Virginia back in November. And St. Mary's, even though they lost a really good piece with Jordan Ford and also Malik Fitz in the offseason. They look good too at 8-2. And yeah, Portland's won more games than Portland this year has looked good. Yep, okay, yeah. Portland was 9-23 last year, so Portland has almost got as many wins as they had last year, and they still got the conference schedule to go through. Jesse puts out he thinks Gonzaga is the 2019-20 version of San Diego State because San Diego State won 26-0 and then got upset by UNLV. Then San Diego State went 30-1, then played in the Mountain West Championship and played Utah State. And then, yeah, San Diego State lost to Utah State in the title game. So, if there's a team that can knock off Gonzaga, I would say that it's probably going to be BYU to be the best one in the conference to knock them off, if I had to predict there. Ooh, good question. I'm not exactly sure, Behind the Arc fan. If there's been a team that's been non-ranked to win the tournament. I don't think that UConn team back in 2011 was, because I think they were 9-9. Let's see. UConn. Want to see here. 2010, 2011. It was yeah, they went 9-9 in the conference. 32-9 overall. They ran the table. It was with Kemba on their team. I wonder what they were in the polls like entering the tournament. Oh, they were in the top 25. So even though they went 500 in the conference, they were still in the top 25. They won the national tournament and they got ranked number 9 in the final poll. What? That makes 0 sense. So it's yeah, they went on a massive losing streak too, I remember. Remember everybody was just like, yeah, this team ain't for real. And then they came out, they won the conference tournament. And then they came out, they won the NCAA tournament. Yeah, if Landon predicts here, if anybody knocks off Gonzaga, he predicts BYU or St. Mary's to do it. Alright, so right now we're just on halftime currently. Yeah, so I'm looking at what defenses are like really good this season as far as this chat's got interesting as of late here. But what defenses are like really good this year or so? Houston has got a top 10 defense. I like to see that type of matchup. I don't think that Houston can beat Gonzaga. I think they can make it close though. For Houston, closer than most of the teams. But Tennessee is also another one to watch out for because Tennessee right now is got they're tied for the number 1 defense in all college basketball. But yeah, as far as the offense, I think you're gonna need like an offensive team as well as a team with a solid defense. And that's where Baylor comes in. Baylor's got the number 6 ranked offense right now for points per game. Iowa has got 1. SMU and Gonzaga. Now that would be a good game Raven puts out. SMU is a total sleeper this year. I totally forgot about SMU. I think number 2 in the American is going to come down to SMU or UCF now. Because Memphis has just been disappointing. Cincinnati's been disappointing. SMU is a total sleeper that like nobody has realized for this year. But they are there. And they're receiving votes in the poll every single week. They're just not in the top 25. So right now on the timeout, at halftime, we got Illinois taking on Indiana. Illinois leads by 2 at the half, 29-27. Indiana's a really good team that just hasn't been able to put it together because they just need more options other than Trace Jackson Davis, it seems like. And they're at 5-3, and somebody's gonna result in their 4th loss of the season, whether it's Illinois or Indiana. Yeah, Illinois started out really well, just crushing these teams, and then just they put up a ton of points on the board, and then their defense just hasn't been able to click ever since once they got in to the conference play. Yep, Behind the Arc fan puts out, I remember that, 2006, 2007, Florida won the championships back-to-back years with Billy Donovan. Al Horford was on that team, too. The top offense, it looks like, right now in college basketball, that's Coastal Carolina, who is putting up about 96 per game. What's happened to Kentucky? Oh, no. It's not looking good, Jason. Not looking good for Big Blue Nation this year. The Blues of Big Blue. It's too bad. The youth in that final minute just really showed up. Just could not finish it off with a quality possession. It's like the little things that they've lost games on. Like today, they lost the game because of free throws. And they have done that before. The second half, Richmond was able to break out because Kentucky couldn't hit their free throws. Kentucky also had a lot of problems turning over the ball. They lost the game against Georgia Tech because they turned over the basketball. They lost against Notre Dame because Olivier Sarr couldn't hit the game-winning shot. And they also lost today because Olivier Sarr couldn't hit the game-winning shot. And then they had to draw the foul. They had time on the clock afterwards to at least send it into overtime, and they had one timeout left. They didn't take it. It was just the last possession was just poor in general, like disappointing. Sums it up. Like Brandon Boston should have never been the one to take that shot. So yeah, if you're Brandon Boston out there, I'm just pleading to you, please do not declare for the NBA draft. Because you need to at least stay for another year and really improve your game, or if you're not liking it at Kentucky, I'd say transfer out the door, because I think that there's going to be a lot of transfers in the off season. I feel like, because it's just not working this year. Davion Mintz did everything possible today. He should have been the one to possess that basketball on the last possession. He would have sent it into overtime. He would have hit that shot. Instead, you got Brandon Boston shooting an off-balance shot, and he missed it. And yeah, he just hasn't been able to connect from the outside all season long. Jason gonna watch Coach Cal's post game. Oh man, I'd have to imagine what he can only say about that. Every single game. Yeah, this team's young. They're gonna get it. And yeah, this team's young, and they took on a Louisville team that lost their entire starting five from last season. And now Louisville's 6-1, and they're without two of their players that would have been starters this year. That's on injury right now. And #1 recruiting class has just been the Blues this year for Big Blue. Hopefully nobody declares for the NBA draft, unless barring a miracle in conference play that they run the table in conference play. That's the thing. Yeah, Raven puts out looking for overtime in that one. Same thing. Louisville and Kentucky. Always a great game when you get in overtime there. The high stakes rivalry type of game on the day after Christmas. And last year we got that. We got big time shots last season, and Tyrese Maxey was able to do that last year. He hit some big time shots in that overtime session, and that's why he got drafted. And nobody can do that. Yeah, imagine if BJ Boston declares. Oof. Him and Clark, too. So, if you're saying BJ Boston to not declare for the NBA draft, yes, so Tyrese Clark should do the same. Totally agree there, because he could go in the lottery. I think, yeah, both of those guys, their draft stock is sliding back and back and back now. Both of them need to stay another year. Totally agree, Landon. LaSalle won it in the title back in 1954, and Holy Cross won in 1947. Never even heard of those two schools. Yeah, those two programs aren't like strong anymore. LaSalle still plays in the Big Ten, but they're like always like a bottom of the Big Ten team. Besides the one random year that they made the tournament back in the 2010s, I think. And Holy Cross is from the Patriot League. They're out in my state of Massachusetts. They're an hour away from me. They're up in Worcester. And yeah, Holy Cross had a terrible season last year. Yeah, what times? San Francisco won twice in the 50s for the tournament. SMU plays Houston on the 3rd. That's a great game there. Very good game. Everybody's sleeping on SMU, and UCF took Houston down to the wire quite a bit today, and Houston's a very good team. Yeah, I agree there, Landon. Definitely need to stay in college for another year, and hope for a big season for next year to really improve their game and Just get the execution down. Because for Brandon Boston, there's just no high percentage shooting there. He just tries to be the hero and take like all these deep shots that turns out to be contested jumpers and misses them. And it's never good when you turn out to be the hero. The difference between being the hero right now and trying to be the hero, more like it, and doing your thing and trying to execute. There's two different things about that, because if you try to be the hero, you're not going to make it into the tournament. And that's what it's looking like right now for Kentucky. And I could tell you that from my standpoint, because I'm a Patriots fan for the NFL. And Cam Newton, he was trying to be a hero this year. And yeah, he got stripped of the football, lost the game against the Bills. Also, they called up, Josh McDaniels called up a quarterback draw for the last play against the Seahawks, lost the game there. It's just been terrible this year. Am I doing a game tomorrow? Tomorrow I am off, so no games tomorrow. Next stream's gonna be on Monday. It's gonna be a special stream out here on the channel. So my first ever membership stream that I have. So it's gonna be a members and mod stream. I believe if you guys aren't a member or mod, I believe you can still see it. I don't think you can type in the chat though. But it's gonna be the NFL between the Patriots and the Bills for Monday Night Football. Probably gonna have to rip the Patriots to shreds in their play calling and execution and non-explosiveness through that game. I bet Buffalo is gonna be able to see the cracks and get some separation and get wide open quite a bit. What about Duke, Jalen Johnson, DJ Stewart? Should they stay? Right now, I'd say yes to that. I think that they should stay. Matthew Hurt's been the one who's been carrying Duke this year. Duke got better their last game. I'd like to see them more, though, because I feel like Notre Dame's defense, I just think that they have a lot of problems defensively for Notre Dame. So when Duke's able to come back and play, definitely would like to see more. Oh, by the way, Duke's women's team canceled the rest of their season. So we are back here for the second half. So Duke's women's team, they just said, we're not going to play for the rest of the year, but the men's team still will play for Duke. Gonzaga took it up the court, and Jalen Suggs got the steal. There's a foul picked up by Tomas Wonantansai. So he picks up his third personal, and Gonzaga is going to get the inbounds. So 19:34 left to go. Yes, you should be able to see the stream, Landon, because you're a mod here on the channel. So I believe mods and members should be able to see the stream. Off the cut, that's good for two. Up and in off the backboard by Watson. 46-31. You gotta be on here for quite some time, Jesse. It usually takes about 3 months or so to get the blue wrench. Right baseline. Virginia has it. Backs his way as Hauser takes the jumper, and that one's good off the turnaround mid-range. He knocks it down, 13-point game. Gonzaga back with it with Suggs. Moves it over underneath. Watson gonna get the ball poked out of his hands out of bounds, so it's gonna be Gonzaga ball with 18:49 remaining. Alright, so inbound coming up now by Gonzaga. They pass over to Timmy, left baseline. Moves it back outside. Kispert takes the three, fade away. He gets knocked down. No, they're going to say a foul here. Or no, they're going to say, yeah, they're going to say foul picked up by Gonzaga. Yeah, it was a push on the rebound. Jalen Suggs picked it up. He pushed off on Clark on the rebound from behind. So there's no foul on the shot. It was on the rebound after that. 18:35 left to go. Virginia get the ball. They have it at the right wing. Turns the corner. Drives inside. Clark no good. Hit the front rim. Rebound goes right back over to Gonzaga. Timmy gets the board. Pass up the court to Kispert. Kispert the free throw circle. Moves it over right corner. And they're going to go outside. Take a jumper. Knock it down. That's good from the perimeter right there. Corey Kispert just too good today. Hits down the left wing triple. 21 points by Kispert. 18 minutes left to go. Yeah, so that's about a month right now that Jesse's been on the channel. Drives inside, and Virginia is going to get fouled here. It's Chihuahua Yai picks up his second personal. Yeah, you've been on here around the stream around Thanksgiving. And yeah, getting timed out, that definitely doesn't happen for the case. Yeah, I remember all the way back to the Seton Hall game that you discovered my channel, Jesse. First free throw, that one's good at the line by Casey Marcel. 49-34 to score. Second free throw coming up at the line by Virginia Marcel, and he knocks that one down. If you guys start behaving here and not getting timed out, but it could take quite a bit of time there. It depends on the people that we have here out on the stream. We want to get the right group of people. From the Dickies D, as Gonzaga takes the three and they hit it. A wide open space, and Joel Yai sinks down another perimeter shot. Gonzaga 7 for 14 from the outside. 17:20 left to go. It's Virginia ball. They dribble right baseline. Back outside of Marcel. Marcel going to drive, and he gets called for the offensive foul. Casey Marcel pushes off. And Gonzaga will have it back. Texas football with a sneaky non-conference schedule, playing Louisiana in Arkansas, looks like. Raven here in the spirit. Puts out. I appreciate it, Raven, for supporting out these streams here. Keep on coming back to more of my streams as Raven's making the way up the charts. 17 minutes left to go. Gonzaga has the ball, and another foul picked up, this time by Virginia. It's on Jay Huff. So that will be the third personal for Virginia. Non-shooting foul, Gonzaga's going to get it. Inbound for Gonzaga now. Timmy, pass off to the cutter. Watson, that's good for two. Nice cut to the bucket, and Abdur-Rahim into the game for the first time today. Picks up the fall from behind, and that's going to be and one coming up. So they're going to see if they can put this back to 20 like they did before. Let's see. One shot at the free throw line. It was missed, but they get the offensive rebound, put it back outside, and Corey Kispert takes the three, and he hits it. 2-2 good right now. 16:35 left to go. Virginia, open, takes the three. That one's good. Corey Kispert having a great game. Very good going on right now. Another three-point shot, and guess what? Kispert, top of the key, knocks it down again in transition. 60-38. Virginia with the ball, pass over to the left corner. Ball gets stolen away here. Yai takes it past half court. It's going to be a reach-and fall picked up from behind by Virginia. That's going to be their fifth. This one picked up by Shredrick. So timeout taken. 16:13 left to go on the clock here. Sorry about that. If Raven's out on the channel, sorry about that. I think Raven accidentally got timed out. I think the mods were going for the wrong one. Sorry about that if you're listening. I think it's about 3 minutes, and then you'll be able to be back in the chat. 3-point shot, Gonzaga missed it. Offensive rebound, they get it, and they put it back for two. 16 minutes remaining. Drew Timmy with a putback right there. And Virginia finally elects to take a timeout they should have called a long time ago. This is part of a 13-3 run by Gonzaga. Just way, way too good right off the bat. So Vegas's graduation here, June 11th. That's gonna come up quick, bud. It's gonna say January there. Oh man, that would have been right down the road here for the week. But man, Corey Kispert having himself a game. 8 made 3-point shots, just lighting it up from the floor, getting all the space that he needs. 27 points total by Kispert, 15 by Timmy. And Jalen Suggs here, doesn't matter if Jalen Suggs scores. He can just do all the little things, be there to help you out, passing defensively. And that's what Suggs has done today here. 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals by Jalen Suggs. Doesn't matter that he needs to score as long as he is on the team helping out and making a positive impact with his performance. That is what he has done today. So Vaughn's going to be going to his grandparents' house right now, it looks like. We'll enjoy that, Vaughn. Wishing your grandparents a safe and happy holiday out there. We're almost at 2021, folks. High percentage by Gonzaga once again. 56% shooting, 23 for 40 to 9 for 7 from the outside. And Corey Kispert's knocked down 8 out of those 9 3-point shots today. And for Virginia, only got one player in double digits. The thing about Virginia is that their defense heading into this game on paper was a fantastic defense. Top 5 in the nation, but just no match here for Gonzaga with their top 3 offense coming into this game, averaging just under 95 points per game. Just no match, and it just got out to that type of start. Virginia purposely, just more like they just dug themselves in that hole. So that's been the problem here for Virginia. They just dug themselves in the hole. First 3 possessions ended up being turnovers. And once you get into a deep hole like that with a team that is reliant on their defense, but not really an offensive type of team here for Virginia. That last year was like nails on chalkboard with their offense. But this year, it's been better because of the pickup of Sam Hauser. But Sam Hauser, he's got 8 points, yet to hit a 3-point shot. That's not good for Virginia either, and it just hasn't been able to get here together. That's the thing. It's just been a nightmare straight from the start for Virginia. RIP 2020, hopefully it's going to be much better in June of 2021, because we got Vaughn and Vegas going to be graduating. I remember when you guys were first on the channel, and you guys were talking about graduation, how you guys were graduating next year. At the time, you guys were starting your junior year of high school, and look at you guys now, seniors in high school, remote learning, and we're almost into 2021 with you guys graduating in June. Man. So here we get right back into it. All Gonzaga 62-38. 15:45 left to go. It's going to be Virginia basketball. They pass it out to the left corner. Hauser will take a 3. It's wide, no good. They tap it out and get the offensive rebounds. They're going to move the ball into the hands of Beekman. Back outside to Hauser. And Sam Hauser misses another one. Jay Huff, right place, right time, though, slams it down with a two-handed flush. 22-point lead. Anton Watson, top of the key, moves it over to Suggs. Suggs back outside to Kispert, making 8 3-point shots. That's correct there. Ryan as well with a senior on the channel. I remember, Ryan was here a little bit earlier with you guys. He found my channel out in April of 2019. So that was, wow, that was your sophomore year of high school you were finishing up that you found my channel. Man, has time just flown right by. 22-point game. Virginia has it. Turns the corner. Dribbles to the left elbow. Pass back outside. Jay Huff going to take a 3, and the big fella sinks it. So Virginia has put this to a 5-zip run. 14.5 left to go. Gonzaga with the ball. 163 here. Over or under? Let's take a look right now what we got. We get 60, 62, 40, 43. 14.5 left to go. We got 105 on the board. Gonzaga going to drive inside. That's a blocking foul. So Jay Huff picks up the foul. It's going to send Gonzaga to the free throw line. I would take the under for that, Ronnie. So I would take the under. Can BYU St. Mary's challenge Gonzaga? I will say no. I think Gonzaga, for me personally, I think they're gonna run the table this year. They're just on a complete another level going on right now. 62-43 the score. Media timeout taken on the court. It should be free throws coming up the line right after the timeout by Gonzaga. Hey, welcome back in there, Raven. Once again, sorry about that. Raven accidentally got timed out here in the chat. It was no problem. It was Jason's bad here. No problem, Jason, as well, man. No problem, man. Jason, the absolute GOAT here on the channel. Jason got a pillow waiting. That's hopefully gonna come in the mail soon. My girlfriend made your pillow, Jason. So I think she might have said that she tried to contact you on Twitter, but I'm not sure. But I'll reach out to her and ask. But my girlfriend finished your Kentucky pillow, Jason. So hopefully it brings good spirit for 2021. All right, let's see what's going on. College basketball scoreboard. Illinois up against Indiana, 35-32. That's basically like the only other game that's going on that's good. Northwestern got the W over Ohio State, 71-70. Oh man, Jason, not on any socials. Oof. I thought you had a Twitter, so you used to have a Twitter, except for YouTube right now. We're gonna have to see if there's a way that we can hit you up with my girlfriend so she can mail over that then. Hey, thanks so much for the update, Donovan McCrabb. 49ers 7-3 over the Cardinals right now, it looks like. That game is over on Amazon Prime for some reason. They put it on, and not any other one. I think it's on Yahoo Sports too, but they put a random NFL game on a Saturday, the day after Christmas, on Amazon Prime. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you had a Twitter. We were trying to see where you were for that, but we'll have to arrange something so she can contact you. Amazon Prime and Twitch right there. I remember a twatter Jason puts out. So it's going to be 2 free throws here at the line by Drew Timme. He's got 17 today. First one's good. 63-43. Second free throw is good. 21-point Gonzaga lead. Virginia basketball at the top of the key. Moves it back over left corner. Drive left baseline. Bounce pass to the right corner. Back inside. He flew it over the top. Ball gets deflected, but the refs are going to blow the whistle. Say that Kispert picks up a third personal. All right. Thanks. Yeah. There we go. I got that for you, Jason. I just copied it over. I have it on a tab right now, so we're all set. Thanks so much, bud. Appreciate it. And I made sure nobody else got to that. So 13:40 left to go. It's going to be Virginia drives inside us. That's good. 64-45 to score currently. Puts it up and in. That's good for 2 off the backboard. 13.5 remaining. Virginia has it at the top. Moves it over left wing perimeter. Pass inside gets deflected. It's going to be a foul picked up again by Gonzaga by Nembhard. Virginia has a dribble drive inside, burst of speed. Kie Clark behind the defense, and he's going to put that one up and in for 2. Gonzaga with 13:10 left to go at the left wing perimeter. Puts the ball into the hands of Nembhard, hands it off to Watson. Nembhard once again, pass over to Yai, bounce pass to Watson here. At the right baseline, back outside, top of the key, takes the 3 straight away, tipped up, and it's in the air. It's going to go to Virginia here off the rebound. Cavaliers basketball trailing down by 19. And the clock will stop once again. It's going to be another Gonzaga foul. He picked up quite a bit of fouls past couple possessions here, so the clock will stop with 12:45. Virginia gets the inbound. Gonzaga just picked up their 6th. Hauser, jumper, no good. And who's going to get the rebound? Somebody needs to, and Gonzaga finally able to do so. Definitely here, Raven, for sure. Gonzaga has already scored 11 over what Virginia's average this year. So 12.5 left to go. Gonzaga hands it off, turns the corner. Nembhard puts that one up. It went off a defender's hands of Virginia. Virginia gets the steal right in the key. Here goes Virginia, burst of speed underneath, and a foul called here. It's Virginia going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 coming up. Clock will stop with 12:15. Yeah, so Kawhi here is, he's on the injury list. As we welcome in Jigan onto the stream here. Yeah, had a nasty collision yesterday. Ended up getting stitches there. It was just bleeding all over the place. Oof. 12:10 left to go. The free throws at the line, no good. Both of them missed by Beekman as Gonzaga gets the board. Approaching 12 left to go. Suggs drives inside, and Jalen Suggs going to put it up and in. Tough bucket for 2 right there as Suggs is on the board. Do you like metal songs more or rock songs? Nick Durant puts out. I would go for rock right there. I'm not really like a big heavy metal fan. AK16, what's good here, man? Indiana up against Illinois, 40-37. Thanks so much for the scoreboard update. Illinois in trouble. Looking like, well, whoever loses that game, they're going to get their 4th loss of the season. Welcome in, Jacob. I agree. As we're going to go to a timeout. Right now, Gonzaga looks like it. Number 1, they have the chance to be number 1 for the entire year. For number 1, I think they have the chance to run the table. So we go on the timeout. 11:46 left to go. Yep, this game is a blowout tonight. It's been like this straight from the start. Corey Kispert, the reason why he has had himself a huge game today for Gonzaga. Knocking down 8 perimeter shots. He's got himself 27. Timmy's got himself 21. And Jalen Suggs has only got 2 here, but he has been huge when it comes to passing, defense, rebounding. That has been the key today for Jalen Suggs out in this one. Nembhard producing off the bench with 7. He's a perfect 3 for 3 shooting. Gonzaga's a team with 6 steals, picking it up, forcing early turnovers. And Virginia came into this game only turning over the basketball around 8 times per game. And yeah, they are over their turnover mark. They've turned it over 11 times. Virginia's defense allowing opponents to about 55 points per game. Already have allowed over that mark now, 68, and we're not even halfway through the second half. And it just says that this matchup here, straight from the start, with all those mistakes Virginia made, it's just been so tough to even compete against Gonzaga because Virginia, once they get behind, they just don't have any firepower in this team offensively to keep it up. And Sam Hauser, he has been shut down by Gonzaga's defense throughout the most part of this game today. Sam Hauser's only got himself 8 points. He was coming in as a leading scorer, and he has missed all 4 3-point shots today from the perimeter. And also Gonzaga came into this game and they came in the rebound. +6 on the glass, 24-18 in favor of Gonzaga. Looks like Vegas got his favorite song out here. BTS is by BTS called Dynamite. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bradley. You should stick with it, man. Just believe in yourself, bud, and stick with it when you have the chance. I know I'm excited for Vaughn's channel when that starts up. He said that it's going to be August of 2021, but if it comes up sooner, bud, feel free. If it comes up in March of 2021 there, Vaughn. Hey, DSP, welcome in here. Gonzaga indeed looking good. Control this game straight from the start. 68-47. It's going to result in Virginia here. Back from the timeout. Shooting at the free throw line. 2 shots by Hauser. First one good. Second free throw coming up at the line here by Sam Hauser. That one's good. 19-point game. Yeah, definitely keep it going, Bradley. We're all out here to support you, brother. And keep up going with the good work, man. Gonzaga has it top of the key, Timmy. Looking to hand it off as he passes it right corner. Cook, bounce pass back over to Timmy here at the right baseline as he backs his way on Hauser. Timmy, turnaround jumper in the post, and that one's good for 2. Just way too good. Already got 70 on this team. Already 15 plus their average of what Virginia's allowed this year. Cavaliers have it. Right corner perimeter. Hauser back outside of Clark. Clark now with the basketball. He's going to dribble drive on Cook. Guarded underneath by Cook, and they call underneath there a travel by Kie Clark. So turnover once again by Virginia. That's their 12th of the game. And just turnovers cost this game straight from the get-go. Gonzaga with 11 minutes left to go. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that sub, everybody. Appreciate all for dropping on by, being a part here today. Gonzaga turns the corner, drives inside a Yai, puts it up and in with a left hand off the glass. 2 more, just keeps on attacking and attacking right into the post. Yeah, check out Dayton Flyers basketball talk with Ryan out on the channel, as that is his channel does awesome content over there. Virginia gets the ball pickpocketed, stolen away by Jalen Suggs, and that happens to be Jalen Suggs' 4th steal of the game. Leads to a bucket in transition, as that is good as well by Jalen Suggs. 74-49. This one getting way out of control. Virginia now has it. Moves it out to the left elbow. Dribbles inside. Pass back outside. A 3-ball in the air, and that one's good from the perimeter by Wooden-Tunsai. 22-point game. 9:50 left to go. Yeah, I'll check that out sometime, Vegas. I remember Dynamite by Tayo Cruz. When I was back in high school, that had to be like 2011. I remember that was the top song. And that was on like the American Top 40 for like, I think like over like 50 weeks or so. Pass inside, Gonzaga in the post, and there's 2 more by Aaron Cook. 76-52, Virginia dribbles inside, and that's going to be a foul picked by Cook this time. The clock will stop with 9:30. Oh, cool, Bradley. So he plans on start up his Sports Deck channel again, just do NBA streams because he thinks that he would have more time for that than college and doesn't have the time to film all these videos. Yeah, I agree with you, man. It takes less time to just hop on and do a stream than to record a video. The big thing with a video is posting videos. That's the thing that's like the toughest, is posting videos. First free throw good at the line by Virginia. By Kie Clark. Second one, knocks that one down as well. But yeah, it's posting the videos, depending on what type of computer you use, that might be like a lengthy process or so, depending on your Wi-Fi. Aaron Cook turns the corner, and he's a little bit hobbling after that one. Good to see that he's able to walk it off, though, as Cook gets fouled. And Virginia picks up the personal. It's going to send Aaron Cook to the line shoot, too. Yeah, I like it, Bradley. If you think that it needs a name change, feel free, but kind of wants to change it up. I like the name personally, though. Hey, Ty has arrived here as we welcome in Ty once again onto the stream. Landon likes calling the games out on Sportscaster there. That's great, man. I remember I used to do this stuff for Sportscaster. That was before I got monetized on YouTube. I used to cover Sportscaster before I got to 1,000 subs. 9:15 left to go. Virginia has it. Dish out to the right corner. Wide open three. They'll take it, and they miss it. They tap it back outside, though. They get the offensive rebound. Approaching 9 minutes left to go. Hauser drives in the post, missed the layup, and they get another offensive rebound, and Jay Huff going to take that one, and that one's good for 2. 78-56, final 9 minutes left to go. Gonzaga gets the inbound once again, so totally different game from the first one today. I thought that this one would be close, but eventually it would end in a double-digit victory by Gonzaga late in this one, but not where it would be like a 20-point blowout throughout the majority of this game. Gonzaga, once again, will fight and go their way to the free throw line. Inside the post, trying to grind it out. So, 2 free throws coming up, Jalen Suggs. That's great, Bradley. Best of luck to you, man. He plans on doing his first official stream tonight. T-Wolves versus Jazz. I'll stop on by in there, brother. If when I see you live, I'll stop on by for that. First free throw, Suggs knocks it down. Second shot hits that one. 80-56. Virginia with 8:40 left to go. They will go burst the speed, and that's going to be a foul picked up this time by Cook. So Aaron Cook now in a lot of foul trouble. He just picked up his 4th personal. Yeah, Virginia's actually in a double bonus right now. So first free throw good. That was the 10th of the half by Gonzaga. Coy here putting out let's go everything that's going Louisville's way. Coy must have been excited for that W today, along with Bradley. Both of the free throws go down by Kie Clark. Clark with 19 points, and he's got 4 of those at the free throw line. Gonzaga by 22. They have the basketball, as that is Kispert. Drives inside with a left hand, and just too good. Corey Kispert with 29 points tonight. 8:15 remaining. Virginia attacking into the post. Couldn't get it. Ball tapped out around the perimeter. A rebound defensively here. Gonzaga pass up in transition. Ayayi moves it over to Suggs, and Suggs going to lay it up and in as they go the length of the court. Just too good athletic right there for Suggs for 2. Corey Kispert, by the way, got himself a career high with 29. Under 8 minutes left remaining in this one. And Virginia has the ball. Yep, Vegas remembers when I used to stream on Sportscaster. I remember the stream used to freeze up. Sometimes it had trouble, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Virginia turns it over for their 14th total turnover right there as they lost control of it at the baseline by Sam Hauser. We're going to go on a timeout. 7:43 left to go. Media timeout in Gonzaga. Just way too good right out of the gate in this one. Controlling this game from start to finish. Corey Kispert basically scoring over a point in a minute here. He's got 29 points in 28 minutes today. Drew Timme, almost with him as well. 23 points in 26 minutes. And just the efficiency of these two have been phenomenal. Kispert 10 for 14 shooting, making 8 perimeter triples. And Drew Timme 8 for 14 as well. And he is 7 for 9 at the free throw line by Drew Timme. It's just all around outstanding. Execution-wise for Gonzaga here, just every single game, it's so impressive. nobody has been able to manage to stop Gonzaga. And now after this, they're going to go on to conference play. Right after this, I think they get a couple other games this week. I think Dixie State is on that list. But yeah, they got Northern Arizona on Monday, then Dixie State on Tuesday. So back-to-back games at home before the actual action starts up in conference play against San Francisco. Okay, let's see. Illinois, Indiana on a timeout. Looks like. Thanks so much for the update there, Landon. So, yeah, 51-49, Illinois. Up now by 2 against Indiana with about 8:45 remaining. So, yeah, they're about the same time as this game going on, around the same time range. What do I think is going to be a better game, Rockets or Blazers, or T-Wolves and Jazz? I'll probably take Rockets Blazers for that, as far as, because I think that's going to be more like offensive scoring or so. But I would say stick to your Jazz calling it, Bradley, because that's what you're a fan of. I would say if you're a fan, what you're a fan of, you should definitely stick with it and call those games. I know Little Man knows sports. He's a Jazz fan and he calls the Jazz games too. But he calls most of the Jazz games. I think they got going on. Yeah, but as far as like offense there, I think Rockets Blazers gonna have a ton of points in that game. Hey, what's good, Roger? Welcome in, man. Yeah, totally agree, Raven. Turnovers here for Virginia, definitely their downfall today. And they don't really turn over the basketball that much, and we just never saw Virginia in this game just try to attempt to slow down the basketball, as they were just in rush mode since Gonzaga got out to a big lead and just never looked back. That's Bradley's channel right there with his channel that he's starting. So if anybody's interested, feel free to check that out. Best of luck to you, man, with the play-by-play stuff. 7:35 left to go. Glad I could be a motivation for you guys here, since got some channels that's being started. Gonzaga has it. 7.5 left remaining. They are 15 for 20 from the floor here. Just a great shooting display, and that's the second half. Pass underneath, just all alone. Drew Timme slips behind the defense, and that's good for 2. 86-58. Timme now with 25 points. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to go. What a display here. Virginia passes over to the top. Moves it out left wing. Back out left corner. And jumper no good. Air ball. As Virginia missed that one by Beekman. Rebound Gonzaga. Kispert and Timme, they got 54 points combined. Virginia, as a team, got 58 total. Ouch when that graphic just popped up. Timme hands it off to Nembhard. Nembhard top of the key. Pass outside. Kispert looking for more. He's hungry. Guess what? He got it. Corey Kispert, 89, puts it on the board, and Kispert's got himself a career high. He keeps on building up now with 32. 6.5 left remaining, and when Virginia got down, they just could not hit their shots just like that one. 3-point shot off the mark by Marcel. It's been disappointing by Casey Marcel. 12 minutes only finding himself 2 points for a top 40 recruit from the class of 2019, and just Casey Marcel just hasn't been able to break out this year, and that was the key, was for him to break out, and it's just been disappointing. Virginia looked like entering the season they'd be a top 6 team, and they had a defense to prove themselves today. Defense just nowhere to be found. Gonzaga lights out 64% from the floor. Free throws to the line by 1-1 here. It's going to be no good, and it's going to be missed by Gonzaga. So Virginia gets back the rebound, 6 minutes remaining. 7-6 Niners up against the Cardinals right now. It looks like bounce past the right corner. Pass inside for Virginia. Back outside, they have it. Beekman moves it back over to the top. They'll take the 3. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound Gonzaga. 5:50 left to go. Bulldogs just way too good. Looking for the 90 spot. Pass over to Timmy. Drives inside, and Drew Timmy is going to go to the free throw line. Coming up, shoot 2. Awesome, Bradley. Best of luck to you, man. He's going to stream his favorite team today. Yeah, I would say if the team that you're a fan of definitely would help out there. So Jazz and T-Wolves. Drew Timmy shooting 2, trying to look for 90 on the board. Think Gonzaga going to make it past 100? I'm going to say yes there. Because we still got 5:45 left to go. And on the clip that they are, I think Gonzaga has, what they want to prove here is that they're playing against the #1 defense from last season. They're playing against the top 5 defense this year that's allowing their opponents entering this game to 55 per game. And yeah, Gonzaga is gonna go for that triple-digit marker on the board. 91-58. This is like a power conference team against a mid-major team like a Chicago State or a Mississippi Valley State. This is more like a Big 12 versus SWAC type of matchup. 3-point shot, Virginia able to get the offensive rebound, put it back outside. That's good for 3. Wow, 30-point lead. I can't imagine what Gonzaga is going to do against when conference play starts out against other teams, like at the bottom of the conference. The good thing about the WCC is that this season they have elevated their play once again. They tried to elevate their play in order to compete against Gonzaga. Spin move, and Timmy once again will get fouled. Shedrick picks up the foul for Virginia. It's going to send Drew Timmy to the line. Also, yeah, and the double bonus as well for Gonzaga. So Drew Timmy shooting 2, coming up at the free throw line. First one good. He's got 28 points. Timmy and Kispert in total. Have they had themselves a game? They have both combined for 60 total. Second free throw, that is good. 61 total points combined by Timmy and Kispert. 5 minutes left to go. $93-61 the score. And now it's time for the reserves to come out on the court. Omar Ballo out there. They still got Ayai and Nemhard out there. They got number 55 now for Gonzaga. Dominic Harris into the game. Virginia passes out top of the key over to Reese Beekman. Beekman puts it back out to the left wing perimeter. This is very disappointing for Virginia because I thought that they would contend and win the ACC, and just, no. Not even close here in this type of matchup today. And their defense just could not do it. Virginia gets the inbound. Way deep 3. That one's well off the mark. No good by Marcel. Not a good shot selection here. And I would definitely add to the list Virginia being a disappointment this season. This game a complete no-show. Turnovers right off the bat really just wrecked their game. And with 4:20 left to go, Gonzaga has it. Looking to put up more points as they are hungry. Ayai at the top puts the ball now into the hands of Nemhard. Pass inside gets deflected. It gets stolen away by Virginia. Here goes the Cavaliers. Marcel to the hoop, and he gets the layup. That's good for 2. Oh my. Raven said by 12. Oh yeah. I said by 14. And yeah, there's just no match. 30 points with the final 4 minutes. Illinois breaking loose against Indiana there. 58-49 now. Gonzaga right baseline. Dribbles with Dominic Harris. Moves it into the hands of Ballo, and Butterfingers off the pass. Goes out of bounds by Julian Strauder as he turns it over. Clock will stop with 3:40. Yeah, totally agree, Dayton Flyers basketball talk. The ACC is wide open there. Ryan puts out, and yeah, Florida State. I think UCF is they're shockingly a good team, and I didn't expect it for UCF. ACC would. I feel like Florida State's probably gonna have the chance to win it. North Carolina lost to NC State. NC State lost by double digits to St. Louis. And it's very odd because Clemson had the shot to start out conference play great. They lost to Virginia Tech. Clemson beat Purdue. Miami was supposed to be a tournament team this year. Miami's just been disappointing this year. They lost to Florida Gulf Coast. So, yeah, ACC is all over the place as far as who's going to win the conference. Georgia Tech didn't get off to a good start. They lost against Georgia State and Mercer, so it's going to come down to who the best team in that conference will be. Duke, certainly, after the last game, Duke got better. Duke got better against Notre Dame. If they can, if they can be the next Kansas and keep on improving, that's huge for Duke. Because what Kansas did so far this year, Kansas after the first game when they lost to Gonzaga, they've gotten so much better after that for Kansas. I think Duke could be the next team that turns out to be like another Kansas type of team this year that just keeps on improving. As far as other teams, I feel like a lot of these teams are getting worse. Like Illinois, Indiana, these two teams right out of the gate were good, and they're getting worse. I feel like it's a defensive type of game here. 60-55 to score. Illinois up by 5 in the final 5 minutes. And then there's teams out of nowhere that's just gotten so much better that we can't even imagine. Oh, geez, sorry to hear that, Jason. That's very odd. Why it happens? Very odd. Cause I have I have the chat thing on, and it's working okay. It's very odd. Alright, so right now in the timeout here, all Gonzaga by 30. 3:40 remaining today. Basically, at this point of the game, they got the reserves in right now. Strauder, Ballo, and Harris coming off the bench. Nembhard and the Yai still out there for Gonzaga, getting some playing time. So Nembhard's got 7 points, only taken 3 shots, perfect 3 for 3, but what he's done, he's been a key facilitator in this one. 7 assists by Andrew Nembhard. Joel Yai's got 5 points today. Not his strongest game, but Corey Kispert and Drew Timme, did they show up? And they had, man, an absolute fest of points in this one. Okay, I got it there, Jason. That's very odd why Google is having like that problem lately or so. What's good, Jose? Welcome on board here, man. He was on Facebook with some friends. He got bored and he was eating. He was busy, it looks like. Glad to have you back on, Jose. Hopefully your holiday went well, man. Alright, we are back. 30-point game here, and that's a tight one. Illinois, Indiana. Thank you guys so much for the scoreboard update. 60-57 with approximately 4 minutes left to go there. So, yeah, sheesh in this one. 30-point game. As Virginia going to take the jumper, Casey Morcell, and he gets it for 2. 93-65, Gonzaga ball approaching the 3-minute mark left to go. Ayai puts the ball now at the free throw circle into the hands of Strauder's hands. Dribbles back outside over to Nembhard. Ballo sets the pick. Now Ballo rolls out underneath. Going to pass over to Strauder. Takes the 3. Couldn't hit it. Rebound back to Virginia. Cavaliers have it. Final 3 minutes. It's Morcell who passes over here to Beekman. Drives inside. Bounce pass. Left baseline. Francisco Cafaro. Back outside once again to Beekman. Left corner 3 takes it, and Reese Beekman gets it. Are the Knicks playing because it feels like it? Yeah. Oof. They got the same colors too. Just have to make the jerseys orange instead of blue. But same color Virginia and the New York Knicks have with the blue and orange. Right baseline dribble Gonzaga. Attacking, and they're going to get it a fall. That's good for 2 by Joel Ayai. He's going to go and shoot 1 as well at the free throw line with 2:21 left to go. So, it's impressive what Gonzaga has done this year. So impressive. Put up 102 against Kansas. Won against Auburn 90-67. And I thought that I called a blowout in that game. That free throw is good. 96-68. 2:21 left to go. Won against West Virginia 87-82. Jalen Suggs missed the second portion of the first half and the first portion of the second half. So he missed basically like half of the game, and he came back and they came from behind and got the win. After that, they put up 99 a week ago against Iowa. Gonzaga also got the steal just a moment ago. Cook moves it over to the right elbow. Into the hands of Zakharov. Turnaround jumper hit the front rim, and the rebound goes to Virginia. Here goes the Cavaliers with the basketball. Justin McCoy dribbles up the court. He slid on the ground with the ball. There's no foul, and now there's a foul. Clock will stop with 1:48 remaining, and it's going to be a foul by Zakharov here at Gonzaga. After the game last week against Iowa, Gonzaga took on Northwestern State twice, and they got off to a pretty slow start by their standards in the first half against Northwestern State, but they still won it 95-57, and then they won in the second game on a back-to-back game there against Northwestern State 95-78. So the lowest point total that Gonzaga has scored this year is 87. Virginia hits both of their shots at the line. 96-70. What a track meet. 1:40 left to go. Vegas in love with that Miami Heat City jersey. They had a great one last year with a pink that looks so cool. Turnaround jumper. Bello. That's good for 2. The big fella getting on the board. Only need one more bucket to 100 today. 1:20 left to go. Virginia going to dribble left wing. Clayton, welcome on the stream here, bud. Hello. Top of the key 3. Virginia takes it. They hit it from the outside by McCoy. 98-73. 1 minute left to play. Man, would I love to do sports betting and take Gonzaga on the line every time. I should start doing that for the new year. Yeah, I'm the same with you. Ballo no good. Too strong off the glass. Rebound Virginia. Final 50 seconds. Keep on coming back, Clayton, in the future streams, but it takes about 3 months or so. But thanks so much for the interest, man. I appreciate it. That layup's good for 2 by Virginia. 40 seconds remaining. Yeah, it's the banner jerseys that they had. That they have for the Celtics, and if you didn't know that's the banner jerseys, it seems like somebody threw together the text and like Microsoft Word with your assignment due in 4 minutes to go, like to midnight, and they put together the text there at like 11:56 p.m. 20 seconds remaining. Bounce pass Ballo looking for the triple digit. Couldn't get it. Offensive rebound though. Gonzaga dribbles out. 12 seconds. And Gonzaga just not going to go for the 100 because they get the offensive rebound. The shot clock's now turned off. And they're going to settle for the 98 tonight. But straight up in this game, they controlled it right from the start. Virginia did not even play close to their best game. Turnovers were a major problem. They had 15 of those. They had 3 turnovers in their first 3 possessions of this one. As that is a wrap here. All Gonzaga. 98-75 the final score. And now the question will become, it's still way too early on in the season, but they got 2 non-conference games against 2 mid-majors. Then they go to conference play in the WCC. So now the question becomes, and we'll probably still be asking this question come Selection Sunday, can Gonzaga run the table? Can they go undefeated this season? I think the best team that can have the chance against Gonzaga is going to be Baylor. And I think that game could very well be the national championship game, Gonzaga against Baylor. Right now, that's my early prediction. So 98-75 the final. And man, Corey Kispert and Drew Timme, both of them showed up in just phenomenal fashion in this game. 61 total combined between the two. Kispert finished with 32 points in 30 minutes, knocked down 9 3-point shots. And Drew Timme, he was 11 for 13 at the free throw line, scored 29 points in 28 minutes. Oh, yeah, they look very dangerous. They could, I think Gonzaga is going to be number 1. They very well could be number 1 for the entire season and not drop that number 1 ranking. Like, they could be number 1 for the whole year and be ranked in the final poll at number 1 as well. Would I rather have a chocolate shake or McFlurry? Clayton puts out right there. I would go chocolate shake to put out. Right there. Yeah, I should definitely look into that. We can't travel to Rhode Island right now for like non-essential stuff for sports betting, and Mass doesn't have any sports betting over here, unfortunately, just yet. But that is the final. Wow, 98 points on a Virginia defense that was ranked top 5 in the nation, everybody. Of course, watch out for Gonzaga here, folks. Glad to have you in the stream once again, Raven here. Appreciate it for stopping on by. I'll catch you guys later here in this one. And before you sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, everybody. Ring that notification bell as well. Here, folks, on Behind the Arc Basketball. And next stream I plan on doing, it's going to be a members and mod stream on the channel for a special live stream. I plan on doing it on Monday. Tomorrow I'll be off, so I'm out of town tomorrow. Next stream will be Monday there for the member stream. I believe if you're not a member on the channel, you can come along and watch, but I believe that the chat's going to only be for members and mods out there. That'll be Monday Night Football, Patriots against Bills. And the membership I got there as well. I'm going to go into that in just a moment before I sign off if anybody's interested. Closing out to you guys. Thank you to our channel members here. We got Jack, Jason, the sports expert. Thank you guys so much for supporting out for these streams. If anybody would be interested in being a member here, we got it's on the join tab on the homepage of my Behind the Arc Basketball channel that we have it. And we got 2 low prices for those perks. $1.99 per month. We have this shout out right here that I do every single stream at the end. I do. And then for $4.99 per month is the special live streams. At least once per month there will be a special live stream for non-basketball related sport. Like I plan on covering the NFL on Monday. It could be an NFL game, or maybe like a NASCAR race or a Major League Baseball game, or something like an Olympic sport when the Olympic comes. So that's a wrap, everybody. Definitely going to check out your stream later tonight if Bradley goes live on that one. Going to sign off right now. Gonzaga with a big W, 98-75 over Virginia. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, everybody, as well as your weekend, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.